So here we are, we're home, and I am getting ready to put our seafood lasagna together. So I'd love for you to keep watching, and please watch the video, guys, from the beginning to the end. You will miss a lot if you skip the most important parts, okay? So here I have my shrimp, and guys, I will make sure to put the recipe in the description box, okay? So here I have my shrimp. And over here, I will show you. Over here, guys, I have our ingredients for to put our lasagna together. And remember, guys, this is a seafood lasagna. So here I have my two, what do you call this, block of cheese. So here I have a marble, and this one here is a mozzarella. And I have mushroom, yellow and red sweet pepper. Here, guys, I have garlic. Because as you know, seafood love garlic and butter. Okay, so in this recipe, garlic butter cheese. Okay, and here I have some spinach, parsley, green onion, or if you want to call it scallions. So that's my green onion. And here I also have Swiss cheese. So this is about 6 slices of Swiss cheese. Okay, if you want to put other cheese in your lasagna sauce, go ahead. You can also add cream cheese you can add. Okay, so did I say parsley, guys? Here's some fresh parsley, and of course we have other ingredient, like I have basil. I also have fresh basil. Well, it's not as fresh anymore. I did put it in the freezer to preserve it, but it's fresh. Okay, I'll go get the basil. So here it is. Here is our basil, and it's frozen, but it, still fresh basil. Fresh and frozen. Okay, guys, so here is all of our ingredients for our seafood lasagna, and as you see over there, I have the shrimp. So here's the shrimp, guys. It still have the shell on. I'm just deshelling the shrimp. And can you believe one of the most important ingredients for our seafood lasagna, our lasagna pasta noodles. I thought I had it, but I didn't. So guess what? We had to order. So we just, just make a quick order to, I think this is Wawa's. So look at this. So Christian made a little order for me. So of course, chocolate chip cookies for Jackson. Whoa, those look delicious, guys. And these are the eat or bake ones. So you can actually eat it before it's baked. So I guess there's no eggs in the dough. Anyways, that's beside the point. So here we have some strawberries. So I guess I'm doing like a little grocery haul for you before we start on our lasagna. Oh, guys, look. So here is our lasagna. Here's our pasta noodles for lasagna. Thank God for that, because if I didn't get this recipe would definitely be put on hold again. Small grocery haul. You guys want to see how much this cost? Considering that food prices has gone up. Let's see. $27.34. Wow. Expensive. Guys, but you know what? We still gotta eat, right? And I still gotta bring you those delicious recipes. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so this is what's happening now. So I have 2 tablespoons of butter melting here in my skillet. So I'm just getting ready to do a roux, which is basically butter, flour, and milk or cream, okay? So right now I'm just gonna add the flour to it while I'm whisking, okay? So I'll show you. It's kind of like the process of when I am preparing baked mac and cheese. So you do the roux and then you add all your ingredients slowly. Okay, I'll show you how it looks after I add the flour. Okay, so here it is, butter, flour, and I also added 1 cup milk. Okay, so here's our roux. Have tiny lumps in there because I was trying to adjust the camera, but with this whisk we're getting them out. Okay, and then make sure your burner is turned down low, like the lowest the lowest heat you have on it. Turn it down super low. Okay, so I went ahead and I added a half teaspoon of garlic. And now guys, I'm gonna add, see I'm whisking because this thickens up so fast. So now I'm gonna add, okay, so I have 2 jars of Alfredo sauce here. You can make your own Alfredo because what I want to do is to make sure that it's, you know, it's a lot of sauce we have for our lasagna. So I went ahead and just bought 2 jars of Alfredo sauce, but you can just make your own. Basically add, you know, more cream, more milk, and then you add your cheese. So guys, to this, next we're gonna add our sauces to it. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to you because I'm trying to get this camera mounted so that I don't have to play with it. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay guys, so second try, got the camera mounted. I hope it doesn't fall again. Almost fell into the pot just now. But anyways, I made my roux, and I added the 2 jars of Alfredo sauce to our mixture here. And now we're just gonna add in, see my burner's on low, very low. Okay, so we don't want our sauce to have like a rolling boil. If it's just simmering, that's fine. We just need it to, like, you know, simmer. Because rolling boil, then it'll probably start to burn, and we don't want that, okay? We don't want. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add our parsley and our basil. Parsley and basil in. Okay, now we stir that. Okay, we're just gonna try to incorporate all our ingredients. Guys, this is home cooking, trust me. So sometimes you're gonna have things that fall and miss an ingredient and all that, okay? So just bear with me, please. Okay, so we have our parsley in and our basil. Okay, so now we're gonna add our mushrooms. So this is, I make my seafood and my meat lasagna in a different way. The meat lasagna, I have all my different sauces that I layer it with, like my cottage cheese sauce, my cottage cheese with, you know, egg, and then I have boiled egg, and you know, I have all those kind of layer. But this, I just add everything in my pot and just let it simmer slowly. Next we're gonna add our shrimp and scallops soon. Okay, so I have 2 containers of shrimp and scallop here. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, guys. So I'm just adding in all my ingredients to my sauce slowly. And guys, look at this sauce. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and oh, and I also have here thyme, dry thyme. If you have fresh, that's perfect. And I have different herbs in here, which I guess is it's also basil in here, fennel, rosemary, what's it called, oregano, all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna add maybe a teaspoon of this in here, okay, and my black pepper. Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna slowly add in everything, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so now see, I added all our sweet pepper, all the ingredients that was there except for our shrimp, scallop, and our spinach. I didn't add that yet, so just leaving that for the last. Okay, so this is the herb. And now I'm adding thyme. Well, guys, as I said, this is home cooking, real home cooking, okay? I'm not trying to do restaurant style. I just know home cooking. I've been cooking at home now for what, over 30 years? So that's what I'm giving to you and showing to you, okay? All right, so we're gonna stir this. And guys, just be respectful of how everyone cooks in your kitchen, okay? Their way is what they've been doing for, I guess, their years and generations hand down to them, and they're sharing it with you. So just be respectful of that, okay? That's what I'm always saying. Tell my daughter, home cooking, there's no right or wrong, because everyone have their own style of cooking in their kitchen. So we all have to respect that. Okay, so look at this sauce, guys. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. Okay, and as I said, the recipe is going to be in the description box, okay? So now we're going to add in our shrimp. Guys, I shelled the shrimp, deveined it, and it is clean. So that's how I prepare my shrimp, okay? If it's on shell, you shell it, you devein it, and you wash it. Okay, and then you can use it. Okay, that's the oven, preheated. Preheat your oven. Preheat your, not eat, heat your oven to I'd say 420, okay? To 420. Okay, can even put the little scallop sauce in here. So delicious. So delicious. Okay, guys, and as you know, shrimp and scallop, I'd say cook in 5 minutes. Okay, so we're just gonna cook it in our sauce a bit, and of course, you know, it's gonna continue cooking in our oven as it bakes. As it bakes between our lovely lasagna noodles, it'll continue cooking, okay? Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now we're just gonna add a bit of our cheese, okay, to this. Not much, okay, I'd say you can add about 1 cup, 3/4 to 1 cup of cheese, okay? So we're gonna put the marble in, and we're gonna add a little bit of the mozzarella. There we go. Okay, it's beautiful. Woo, need a bigger pot, man. This is gonna be a delicious seafood lasagna, guys. Oh, you know what I was planning to do? I wanted to add lobster to this. Couldn't find any. So we just have to settle for the shrimp and the scallop. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay, guys. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. And as you see, the shrimp has already gotten pink. Oh, make a lot of cheese here. Okay, look. Okay. Okay, and guys, I think I'll add the spinach in our lasagna dish, okay? Because if I try to add anything more in here, it's probably gonna overflow. Okay, as I said, this is foolproof that this is home cooking. Smells so great, guys. The aroma in my kitchen. Oh. Okay, there it is. There it is. So guys, that's your seafood mixture for your lasagna. Okay, so now we are ready to layer our noodles and our sauce in our lasagna pan. Okay, so here's our sauce, our seafood sauce. I have my Swiss cheese here. I have my my spinach here, and I've got my pan here with my 4 noodles lined off at the bottom. Okay, and there. So guys, to my cheese, I'm actually gonna add about 2 tablespoons of feta cheese, okay, to the spinach, Okay, so here we go. Okay guys, so now we are ready to layer our lasagna. So I hope you guys have a good seat in the house. Try to set the camera as best as I can. Okay, let's get started here. Okay, so, oh, this is heavy. Woo! Okay, so we have our noodles. So what we're gonna do, as you see, we're just gonna layer, okay? So the sauce have everything in it except for the spinach with the feta. Okay, so have everything in it. So we're just going to continue to do this. When I finish this layer, I'll show you the other layer, okay? Because it's basic lasagna rules, except we're doing seafood, okay? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I'm adding a bit of cheese. So I did the sauce. Now I'm putting cheese. So as I said, guys, it's basic lasagna rules. You know, layer, layer, layer. Okay, so now I'm gonna add another layer of the pasta. So now this is the pasta layer. Okay. So with this pan, it's always four on each layer. 4 noodle on each layer. Okay, oops. All right. Okay. And then, of course, we do sauce now. Let's see if I'm able, yep, I'm able to lift the pan now because it's not as heavy anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna do sauce and then we're gonna add our spinach and feta. Just try and get most of the shrimp, whatever shrimp that's in the sauce, try and get it on this layer, okay? Because the top layer, you mainly want the sauce and then the cheese. But if you have a few shrimp in there, and shrimp and scallop, that's okay. That's still okay. Oh look guys, I almost forgot to add our Swiss cheese. Okay, here we go. Here's our Swiss cheese. Just kind of throw it everywhere on this layer. Everywhere, everywhere. Okay, now guys, we're gonna add our spinach. Spinach and feta. This when this is baked, you won't really see the spinach because you know spinach, it's like disappears. We never know where spinach goes after it's cooked, after it's steamed. So this spinach is gonna get steamed. I'm not wearing gloves guys because this is for me, okay? I'm gonna eat this, so well, of course I'm gonna share it, right? But it's family, so it's all good. There we go. There it goes. Swiss cheese. How delicious is this, guys? How delicious. Okay, I have a whole lot of sauce for the top. So I still have more shrimp here. I'm gonna add the shrimp, and scallops. And man, looking at this, I'm telling you. Mouth watering already. Okay. Okay, so now what's next, guys? The top layer. Okay, the last. Okay. Okay, there it is. And now we're gonna add our next layer of pasta. Okay, so here we go. This is our top layer now. So you know what, I can just, oops, hope you can see. guys actually have a good view. Okay, I'll hold it with this hand. Hope it's not shaking. Okay, there we go. Now, what's next, guys? Cheese. And then it's ready for the oven. So, this is gonna stay in the oven 40 minutes. 40 minutes, because you gotta remember everything else is cooked already, right? So you just need the cheese to kind of, you know, get a little bit of brown on top, and everything kind of just melts into, every ingredient just kind of melt into each other. And then we're gonna have our lovely lasagna. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm gonna add the cheese. Okay, so I basically mixed the marble and the mozzarella cheese together, and we are just layering it on now. I know that this is gonna be a next request for events, because every event we have in our family or with friends, they're always requesting my lasagna and also chow mein. So this would be a neat thing to bring. But guess what, guys? Seafood lasagna is so expensive. If you're gonna just use shrimp, it's not too bad. But if you're gonna do scallops and lobster and all that, it'll get pricey. But guess what? It's so worth it. It is so worth it. But you know, the cost of everything nowadays. The cost of everything nowadays, that's the problem. Okay, so there we go, guys. So what I'm gonna do, so now it's ready for the oven. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just get a piece of aluminum foil just to cover this, but you gotta, you know, you have to really put it on loose, very loosely, okay, because once the cheese starts to melt, it will stick to the aluminum foil. So I'm just gonna put like aluminum foil on top very loosely for about, I'd say 15 minutes, okay? All right, so do that. As I said, loose, very loose. Because one time, I'll tell you a short story. It was a birthday party, so I got an order for lasagna. It was my family. And I thought it was loose on the pan. It wasn't. As it was baking, I'm telling you, that aluminum foil, I guess, just start to attach to the cheese. Oh boy, when I took that off, the whole cheese just peeled off of it. That was a disaster, but I think I did fix it, right? So here we go, guys. Okay, so here we go. Let's put this up a bit. Okay, so here we go. Oops. So I got our aluminum foil here. I'm gonna turn it this way. Guys, did you know that if you turn it on the face down on the shiny part, it's gonna steam it faster if you put it on this part. So this is like a hot and cold, kinda. Hot and warm, I should say. So what should I do? You know what, I'll put it on the part that's gonna steam it faster. Holds the heat in. That's gonna hold the heat in. Because after 15 minutes, I just want to take this off. Okay. All right, I think that looks very, very loose. All right, so we're gonna check on it in about 15 minutes and take it off. Okay, so here's our lasagna after being in the oven for 15 minutes. And I heard something, you know, like cooking, like it was bubbling over, and I think it was. So some liquid was bubbling over and draining into the oven. So that's what I heard and smelled. So what I did, I just put a cookie sheet underneath it. Put it on a cookie sheet. And I just removed the aluminum foil. Okay, so it's steamed enough for 15 minutes. Now we just want it to get brown. So I'd say another 25 minutes in the oven. Okay, so our lasagna is out of the oven. We're gonna let it rest for about 20 minutes. Okay, because this is still steamy hot inside and it's still slightly cooking. So 20 minutes, let it rest, guys. If you decide to cut it now, it's just gonna fall apart on you. Guys, the lasagna is set, and I am taking out slice. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna do a little taste test for you guys. Okay, guys, so here's my slice of this scrumptious lasagna. Christian did a taste test, or you had a slice, right, Christian? And she says it's delicious, so I'm gonna try it now and see. There's a shrimp on top. Look at that. Okay, so let's try this. I got a nice sweet piece of scallop. So delicious. And we have another slice, another piece. This is so good, guys. You gotta try this recipe. It's I think the whole from prep to cooking, probably 2 hours and 15 minutes, but it's worth it. So delicious. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share, and please leave a comment, okay? See you in the next one.